Everyone, how are you? It is Arsenal Fan Circle. Hello, hello, hello. And we've come to a weekend where we've got no Arsenal, but we've been able to sit back and watch all of the other teams grab points and claw their way back toward us. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Everton tomorrow. It is a must-win game, and I think we have to embrace this pressure now because it's going to put some pressure on this young team, and they have to perform now up at Goodison Park. Introductions, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing better than I was yesterday.
Feeling better. Good. Gary.
Hello, hello. I'm doing good. I'm smiling because we're about to talk, but I'll probably be crying later. I see Big Gunner. I see Rust. Tony. He's always in there. I see Alex is in there. Welcome, welcome.
Tony's everywhere.
And Mahir. How are you doing, Mahir?
I'm having a nice.
Having a nice. So I think Gary and Tony were on Thursday night. We had our say about Manchester United, unless we want to double back around it to Gary and Tony. But Mahir, look, I'm going to give you your voice about Manchester United
Okay then.
Thursday night.
Okay, my guys. I actually have a whole page of things that I'm just gonna rattle off. I was pissed. Sorry, guys. I was pissed. Hey, it's a whole page. Look here. You guys can't see, but I mean,
I see
it's a whole half a page.
I see lots of words on there.
Nice and
Yeah,
long
lots of anger. Lots of anger. Shout out to everybody in the chats. All the Arsenal fan circle family. We love you guys and appreciate you guys. So, anyway, all the Arteta sexuals and the people supporting Fraudegard deserve this. We allowed them to play in so much space. Absolutely shocking. Terrible substitutions. Starting Fraudegard and over Pepe and Laka. I mean, what does Pepe have to do to get a game? Really and honestly. Starting El Neni over Lokonga. Again, dum-dums. What a dum-dum. Get this clown out of my club. Not being relentless enough at 1-0. Oba not taking his chances. Again, another player that's regressing. Saka, Martinelli, Oba, Pepe. All regressing under Arteta the clown. The freaking Lego, call him Legoland Pulis, or call him Tapas Pulis, or whatever. Don't worry, guys. It was a free hit. That is the next point.
or it doesn't count according to
It doesn't count. It was a free hit, guys. It was a free.
It doesn't count. You know what? The season starts tomorrow. Yeah.
No, don't worry. Our next big test is the next game at Everton. And then the last point was they were there for the taking. Now, guys, if you want my honest thoughts on everything that I just said, man, I can't believe we didn't take our chances. Gotta appreciate the man prepared. I mean, you gotta take your chances as well with that as well. But shout out to everybody. I mean, geez, okay, we could this even there was things, and I'm sure you guys discussed the Tommy Yasso pool by Maguire and Oba deciding to take a shot at the last minute, which he could have put through somebody. I think it was Martinelli, if I'm not mistaken, or Emil Smith.
Yeah.
And the funniest goal of all time in Manchester Manure United Arsenal game was ESR's goal. But then again, my last point is it's not our fault. You guys are so bloody clumsy. It's got nothing to do with us.
Shout out to everybody who's joined us. Yeah, it's good to get it all out in the open, right? Steve Denham said, so if I see Arteta, can I punch him in the mouth and say, it's okay, it's a free hit. It didn't matter.
Kim Jong Arteta, the enemy of football.
Okay, so let's dive into this, Tony. Manchester United, all of the things that Mahir has said is pretty valid. We go goal up, we fall back. We don't want to see this tomorrow night against Everton. We have to go there and act and play like they haven't won a game in 8 games, because that's what's happened. Everton have not won a game in 8 games, 2 draws and 8 losses or 6 losses.
Yeah, we got to go out there, play attacking football, go out there and get an early lead, get 2 or 3 goals, put our knives to the throat, and get what should be an easy win, but you never know with Arteta flirting around with playing Zaka tomorrow off the bench and all that bullshit. But hey,
Hey,
Yeah. And maybe we're going to talk about, Gary, a couple of positions that maybe need looking at, positions that did not perform on Thursday night at Manchester United. Um, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But, the mentality tomorrow,
throw to God,
the
throw to God,
throw to God.
throw to God.
He did score a goal as well, but he did give away that penalty.
And then tell us what happened then, Ray, our host, with the most.
Then he conceded a penalty. Yes. Should he be
Dumb,
sacked
dumb.
if we lose? Should he be sacked if we lose tomorrow? Not in my opinion.
They're not going to sack him.
It would have to be a combination of results. But Gary, I see you stewing there. As we were saying before we went live, we've had weekends where we've gotten the 3 points. Happy days. We sat back while other teams have stumbled not to get points. Other teams around us have gained the points this weekend, and we have to back up. We have to bookend the weekend with a win tomorrow at Everton.
Yeah, this is well. I smile because I don't because I'll cry and I'll get mad. Yeah. No, we needed to. We needed to not stop being Santa Claus, and we didn't do that. The one time we needed to come out like you said, to come against United. It was a good time to catch them before they have any kind of semblance of a turnaround in their season. We didn't do it, and we have to now hope for other teams to fall, and they don't have to do that. And you know what? Playing Everton because they're poor and all this stuff we need to beat them because we're a better team. We have the better players, and that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be, they're coming in, they haven't done anything all season. Nah, we're the better team. We should be the better team. We should have better coaching. We should have better players. We should have better performances. We need to win this one and run away with it. And I don't want to keep them in the match. No way. You need to come out first 10 minutes and put this thing away. All right? We've got the players to do that. And these players still they don't understand. As far as I'm concerned, they don't understand that it's a little bit more than just getting out there and practicing well. You need to go out there and perform. And they need to be upset with their performance in the last match. Right? I didn't hear any of the and I don't recall going through the interviews of the last match, but it all should be we're upset with the way we played. I don't think I've ever heard us say that as a team. We were upset with the way we played.
Arteta won't ever say it.
And
No, never. When is he gonna say something like that? Gary, going back to your point about about Santa Claus, Bruno hadn't scored in 9 games apparently. And lo and behold,
yeah, Ronaldo needed a goal to get the 800. There you go. Oh wait, you want 801 too? Let's just go.
801.
Here you go as well.
Push it one more.
Right? United had done what in the games prior to this? Not much, right?
Not much.
Absolutely.
They looked really good against Chelsea. But
they got a draw against Chelsea because they were basically gifted a free shot at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and then what did we do? We basically turned around and did the exact same thing. I mean, I think outside of, one of the 2 goals that they scored, we kind of helped them out. I would say all of them, but I'm just gonna be nice.
At least that penalty, but that second goal as well was criminal as well.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're supposed to have better defense, and we did not do that when we needed to. I mean, I've always said, you can check to see how we're playing depending on where the opponents are getting their shots and how many touches they're getting inside the box, and they had too many on that second goal, and I think awareness on the first one was just poor. You got to tell, you have to know where one of the best players in the world is. I'm sorry. No matter what style of defense you're playing, and I sound like a broken record, but you have to know where they are.
Yeah.
And you need to be communicating. We did not communicate. I mean, I think it was Partey did not communicate with was it White, I believe, at that point? Yeah, because I think Gabriel had Rashford in front of him and didn't move towards him or anything like that. It kind of gave him too much space, and you paid for it. You pay for it, and you see how they don't wait for us to get to the. They don't wait for us to defend them. They just take the shot. All right. I mean, as I told many in that match, I was upset with Saka with the two extra touches he took in the box for both of his attempts.
Yep.
Volley those things, man. Don't give the defense any opportunity. I mean, how did Emile Smith-Rowe score? Right? He put one foot through. He didn't wait for it. He didn't have to settle it down and let's see what. Nah.
No, play on. Play to the whistle.
You need to be prepared to shoot, and you just shoot the thing. What's Tony talking about here? Simmer down, dude. Stop.
And just by the way, guys, West Ham have beat Liverpool, Chelsea. Who else?
Liverpool and Chelsea.
United.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they've beaten all the
They've basically beaten all the top teams, and us having all the quality that we have not been able to compete with the big sides in donkey's years. What the hell is going on?
There is an obvious problem with our midfield, and we're going to probably talk about Thomas Partey as well. Mahir, keep going. Thomas Partey, and then after 3-2, you never really felt that we were going to get an equalizer.
No, and then even then, I just never, I never felt it. I was like, my God, these guys are there for the taking. These guys are trash.
Yeah.
These guys are seriously trash, and you can't even. Oh man. Second goal, I mean, we gifted them the third goal. Second goal, we stood still like we were stuck in quicksand. And, there's so little faith in Oba. I'm sorry to say this, but, as much as I love him, I think Oba's done out here. And he's done, unfortunately. And there's not going to be another club that's going to come in and want to, as badly as we need money for a striker, I don't think anybody's going to be willing to, with Oba willing to pay him his wages. Yeah. I mean, he even had so little faith. He brought on Eddie Nketiah. Oh my God! You guys know that clip? Oh my God!
You got 20 minutes to go. All right, 20 minutes to go. You're down a goal, and initially I thought Emile Smith-Rowe was coming off for Saka was a bad move, but it sounded like Emile Smith-Rowe was dead. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So that's fine. My understanding, if that's the case, if he's dead, then I expect some other players to be dead that shouldn't have been on the pitch, like Aubameyang. He was worthless. And then you bring on, like you said, you bring on Nketiah and Laka. Well, we need goals. I don't know if either one of them is going to get you goals.
Pepe's gone.
But I know Pepe. But I know Pepe.
Pepe's gone. Pepe's gone at the end of the summer.
I've resigned to the fact that Pepe is done for the
last time.
Right. This is like when Doozy-esque,
Basically,
you know what, he's done with him and he'll be gone. Right?
Yeah.
He's what, Tony?
Says Lacazette and
Lacazette
will be gone this winter.
And Nketiah's gone, but Pepe doesn't get to play, so I don't get it.
All right, so all of that tells us though our midfield is really, really bad, and our forward line is really bad. Mahir.
Like, fam, Eddie Nketiah rejected a new contract.
Yeah.
Not that he should even be here. We could have sold him for 20 mil. I think it was 25 mil or 20 mil to West Ham or some other club, if I'm not mistaken. So let me get this straight. Pepe is on the bench. Pepe doesn't get a chance to play. But Eddie Nketiah, who rejected a contract and is probably leaving in the next window, is on the pitch.
Yeah. You
And
got
then
that straight.
oh yeah,
That's
did you
right.
guys see over liked Ronaldo's post? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Our captain.
Go find Ronaldo in the bar after the game. You're in the same stadium. Go find him in the bar. Have a drink with him and congratulate him. Don't go on social media and congratulate an opponent.
What is our captain even doing sitting in a bar with Ronaldo from United, Manure United? I will still call them Manure United.
Would Ian Wright do this? Would Thierry Henry do this? Would Patrick Vieira do this? As
hell no.
If they were
Hell
players,
no.
would they congratulate Spurs players after beating us? Would they congratulate
Or City players or Liverpool players?
No.
No.
Tony Adams wouldn't do that. No, forget it.
Hell no.
This is one of those where you need to read the room, right? You don't take the Arsenal match if you're going to be buddy with anyone. Essentially, yes, you're going to give them respect, but you don't have to be buddy with them. This isn't high school or whatever you call it, levels, whatever you call it, wherever you are in the world. Nah, we're trying to win. Everything's based on wins and losses, and especially in the big games for us. Which right now are like anybody third, fourth, and below, right? We don't even consider the top three even to mention right now. We're happy to compete with them, but right now we're not ready. So for me, I'm fine with not expecting too much out of those matches. But everybody else, we should have a chance to get something out of it, no matter who we're playing, no matter how many players we have on or off the pitch. It shouldn't matter.
The top three are the top three. We want to be the next set of three. We want to be in the next set of three.
We want to be fourth.
Yeah.
We don't want to be in the next three. We want to be fourth. So the only way we can do that is if we compete with the top three. That's the only way it works.
Can you guys explain to me why have our expectations dropped so much? Why?
Well, this is called progress for me because somebody posted. I saw somebody posted something talking about fourth is a dream, and I was like, no, fourth is progress. We were eighth. We need to progress up the table.
I don't subscribe to that fourth is out of question right now. People are saying we're not going to beat West Ham. Well, we're going to play them at home, and West Ham are going to be playing probably in the Europa League. We have to use the rest period. The weeks that we're getting off when we're not playing in Europe, we have to take advantage of that. Like other teams have done that throughout the years. Not here. Brownie said regarding the Everton game, have you guys heard that there's an Everton fan protest tomorrow night on the 26th minute as a massive walkout because it's been 26 years since they last won a trophy?
Wow.
How will that affect the game? I mean, it shouldn't affect the game. Arsenal need to not start slow. BX Gunner said Everton will be only looking for 3 points, as they should be, and we should be looking for 3 points as well, and nothing less than that. Jeff Sue said Arteta is a mid-table manager. We'll beat the teams that we should, but when it matters most, we come up short. And whether we like it or not, I think that it has been.
Welcome, Jeff.
That's the strategy because we have paid a lot of money for a back five, and we didn't invest in midfield to give us foothold.
We have a -3 goal differential,
and we haven't turned over our strike force yet either. As well, our players have to dig deep for themselves to have ambition, targets, and a drive to win. Because the higher ups, starting from Arteta, have no targets set. I hope that there is some culture there that's demanding that we're going to go out there and win tomorrow. That's the way it has to be. Vieira is overachieving with Palace. Arteta is simply mediocre. Simmer down, Gary. That was a few minutes ago. Gary's calmed down now. He's taking that advice. Presto plays. Our defense.
I see less steam coming from Gary's ears now.
Our defense is way better than Everton's attack. They shouldn't score on us at all, especially since Dominic Calvert-Lewin is injured. We should be getting
Richarlison
within the first 45 minutes. Gary, to your point, we need to win both halves as well. We need to put in at least 2 goals before the first half, and let's put another goal or 2 in the second half. We haven't done that yet this season, right, Gary? You said that before.
Yeah, and I've heard it multiple times, and I believe that. I mean, you look at the stats; they say that we need to come out and play for 45 minutes, win that, and then play for another 45 minutes and win that. So we didn't do that. We've had opportunities to go into half with a winning half, and we don't like to do that for some reason. We like to take our foot off the gas with like 10 minutes to go in a half, and we pay for it multiple times.
West Ham knocked Man United out of the league, and AD, we should not be fighting for seventh. It's got to be above seventh place.
Yeah, no, we have to progress, right? This is why I'm saying, like, we need to progress.
I'm sorry to say, guys, but it's not good enough.
Yeah.
7th, 6th, 5th is not good enough for me. It's just not good enough. We are considered one of the biggest clubs, if one of the biggest clubs in the world, and in the English Premier League of all time. And how is even 7th or 6th progression? I understand it's 2 places up the table, but it's not getting us anywhere.
Well,
having Arteta and having Edu and having all these absolute fucking clowns, it's not gonna get us anywhere.
6th will represent progression, whether you like it or not. It will get us back into Europe.
Get Arteta out. Get Arteta out, please. Even with the 6th place finish, an 8th, and a 6th, and a 6th progression. Just get this guy out.
Yeah.
Get this guy out. I was talking to a Liverpool fan. I don't want to interrupt you guys or be rude or anything. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
Gary's writing notes right now.
I'm just really passionate about getting us back to where we need to be. I was talking to a Liverpool fan and I was saying what a clown Arteta is. I was talking to my brother-in-law. So he was also saying, yeah, what a clown. I mean, and I was like, what would be ideal would be to bring in a top quality coach like Ten Hag, for example. We would have to bring in a Bergkamp and an Overmars as well to foresee. So with that type of team, Ten Hag, Overmars, oh my God, fam. That's the dream. Okay, the dream is Simeone, but sorry guys if I'm just rambling on, man. I apologize.
No. It's fine. Me and Tony told you all about Alba, but none of you believed us and wanted to be given a new contract. A lot of people were happy when Aubameyang signed that contract, but I'm not happy with giving anyone ever again trying to.
It worse.
It's not even necessarily the money; it's everything that comes with it as well. For some reason, he can't sit on the bench. For some reason, he has to be the captain. For some reason, he doesn't. We don't focus around him. All these things are negatives, at least in this situation.
There is one positive. So we don't have to hear him be called the bloody tampon anymore, since he's struggling.
Oh no! Yeah. I don't.
Tony,
I don't have a comeback for that one, because you know what, we actually do want him to be called that, because if we don't hear that, then that means we are in the situation we are. So which one do you want? Do you want him to be called that, or do you actually want what we got now? I think I'd rather have him called that.
I will take it. I will take it for this season, because Emile Smith-Rowe, like I said Thursday night, cannot be top goal scorer at our club. We're all excited what Emile Smith-Rowe is doing, and probably the only player on that team, I told my nephew, the only player on our team that could have executed that shot against Man United had the skill level to be able to do that. You couldn't have any confidence in any of the other team if the ball came to him, but other than Emile Smith-Rowe to score that goal against Manchester United. Technically brilliant.
That's so beautiful.
But it obviously ended in nothing. We didn't get any points coming back from Ragnit's camp. Ralph Harris's camp. Eddie is a deuce. Don't want to sign the new contract, but you bring him on. Pepe should have come on.
What does that say for your team? I don't want to play here anymore. Oh, here, I'll give you some minutes. What? I don't even like to curse, and he's got me cursing in my head right now. What are you doing, Arteta? I don't want to play here. Oh, here, I'm gonna give you some minutes.
Players
Lacazette, do
leaving.
you want to play
Gary?
here? Nope, I don't want to play here. Guess what?
Gary,
Here's
do
some
you need a
minutes.
hug?
Pepe, do you want to
Gary's
play?
angry today.
Yes, I want to play. Put me on the pitch. No,
There you go.
I don't get it.
BX,
Balogun, do you want to play? Nah, you don't get to play. Come on.
BX said players leaving in January should not be playing.
Players that don't want to play for you need to go. Guendouzi wants to play for Arsenal, but he has to go. Come on. Balogun at Cardiff, you know what? He either needs to be at Arsenal backing up whatever our starting striker is, or he needs to go out and play. And it can't be because we can't get rid of Eddie or Lacazette. You know? They both, you know what I mean? They both have to go. Bye.
Hey, apparently the Formula One race is fire. Verstappen against Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton's up now by over 2 seconds. I don't know. I saw a little maneuver on a corner. I don't know if that's going to blow up, and is that going to be like that's the reason why he's up? But he's up 2 seconds with 5 laps to go. So for those that are Hamilton fans, you might get what you want.
Yep, our captain is more worried about scoring on his Insta than on the field. Calls himself the coolest captain. Ramsdale for captain. Tony, you still the meanest guy on YouTube. YouTube hands down. Slap the shit out of any man and his dog. And talking about slapping the shit out of something, slap the shit out of the like button if you're liking this as well.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to post
oxygen.
that comment.
Arsenal are rebuilding. Our captain has to set a standard, and this dude is making us look like frauds. Tony, is there a case for Aubameyang not playing on tomorrow night, Tony?
Gee.
Is there a
question? Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, that is a question.
I was going to say also.
There is an argument, right? Easy one.
Is that a rhetorical question?
Are you watching Arsenal play, Ray?
Have you seen our -3 goal differential, Ray?
I guess I'm just sleepwalking my way through this podcast here, throwing you an easy one. There you go, Tony. Here's an easy one. Should Aubameyang play tomorrow night, Tony?
Lacazette should start. Martinelli should start. End of story.
Pepe to start.
Maybe.
Tony,
I think he's out with the window already.
Let me put it this way, Tony. If you're making 2 changes from Thursday night's team, what changes are you making to start with?
Lacazette up front. I'm trying to think of another one I'd make.
Partey.
I want to bench him.
You wouldn't? I'm going to go around and ask Gary and Matt here as well. If you're making 2 changes from Thursday night, what would you do?
Get 3 points.
Yeah, but in terms of who are you bringing in, Gary, who are you going to bring in? You got 2. You got 2 changes from Thursday night.
Well, El Nenny's coming out. Zombie's going in. I would like to say Aubameyang is out and Lacazette or Martinelli comes in. I don't care.
Yeah,
because I think
Martinelli did start on the right side.
Sorry. So Aubameyang's out. Lacazette done. Okay. If I can only make 2, since you're forcing me.
Well, it's kind of Arteta. He's only going to make a couple of changes. You know what I mean?
That would be the move that he should make. Mm-hmm. And
he'll bring
but Saka might have to play for Milsrif Row anyways, is my understanding. The Milsrif Row got a knock. That's what
really? Okay.
I thought.
He's been recovering well.
I believe,
from what I heard.
I believe that's what I heard. So you know what? As soon as if that's the report, similar to Saka, he doesn't need to start. The Milsrif Row and Saka, if there's any kind of they're not 100% or whatever the 100% is that they need to be to play, then let them rest. They cannot be the lead minute players for this team. Yeah. They shouldn't be. And that's the problem. They have to be.
Let's be real here. Everton are 16th place on 15 points. They've scored 17 goals and conceded 24. This is a game that we should be winning, Matt, here. If you're making 2 changes also, what would you do? Or more importantly, what would your front 3 be looking like, Matt, here?
It's the same amount of goals we've scored, right?
They've conceded more. No.
They conceded a little bit more. My two is going to be Frodegaard out
A little bit.
and Aubameyang out.
Odegaard out and Aubameyang out. Who are you putting in instead?
Not Odegaard, Frodegaard, fam. Get it right?
Okay. I was just trying to
I'm not going to be that mean to our players.
No. Wood
Sorry.
seventh.
I'm a meanie. I'm a mean
Finishing
guy.
seventh be a successful season. I expect Spurs and West Ham to finish above us, and we could be fighting for seventh or eighth. That is not a good season, finishing seventh. We have played all. As Russ said, we played all the top sides apart from Chelsea away from home. We played Chelsea at home, so we just have to get the reverse fixtures. Only an Arteta fan would say seventh is an improvement. I'm an Arteta fan, I'll say. Still there. And
no, look, we respect everybody's opinion. It's just, it depends on how you look at it.
You know,
like we look at it.
Can we block that Tony guy?
Block that Tony guy. Yeah,
you have the power, Gary.
He's just.
No, I want Ray to do it. I want him to show his team support for Gary. Block him.
Team Gary.
Ray, if you love me, you block him.
Is there a 5-minute timeout?
There you go. Tony's done.
I'm putting him in timeout.
I love it. That's too good.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm bringing in Lacazette and who else? I don't know who else. We're very short. We're very thin. I can't just bring in people. I wanted to bring in Lakonga for Alneni, actually, and Lacazette for Oba. So yeah, that's my actual two. If Frodegaard has to stay in the squad, it's fine. Just whatever.
My here, we haven't acted like a big club for a long time.
That's what I was saying, Stephen, my G. I was saying that for a long time. It's been a whole lot of mistakes all adding up from when Wenger left, like mistakes, like hiring all these novice coaches. And I mean, Emery wasn't a novice coach, but why would you make it an appointment like Arteta, fam?
So my here, Brownie said states are now owning clubs. That's why Arsenal aren't up there anymore. It's not a level playing field.
That's bullshit. We have
you got City and you got Chelsea.
Premier League.
How is that bullshit? You got City and you got Chelsea.
We're the fourth. We got the fourth richest owner. So,
but it's still beautiful that you guys
eventually so competing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the money is being spent, and just in previous years, you go back 5-6 years, the money has not been spent properly. We're hoping that corner. We're hoping we're turning that corner, especially since last summer. 5 of the 6 signings are helping us. You know,
the problem is we get peanuts for the players we sell or can't get rid of them, like Kincadia. We could have had
it goes on freeze. Tony's 100% right.
70,000 a week for whatever reason.
No, I mean, it's as a club we are poor. As a club we are poor. It starts at the top, goes all the way down. You know, you have players on too much wages, players that we haven't figured out how to get anything out of them. That's on Arteta. Got players that don't want to be here. That's on Edu and Arteta. Can't bring in the right players. That's on Edu and Arteta. You timed him out. Good job. Thank you very much.
That was a lifetime once in a lifetime request from Gary.
I can't get that again. Damn it! I should have used that for all right, I'll take it.
Wow, maybe.
I can block him myself if I need
once
to.
a month, maybe
once a month. You can get a Tony block.
We'll see who comes to Tony's defense. I know Steve might, and a few other.
So he's gonna block me.
BX Goodison fans' memories and standards haven't been reflected by the club in almost 20 years. So, yeah, we haven't.
You know what? This is the thing. You buy a club, and you don't take in their history. You're basically saying I don't care. Right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. The ex-gunner saying, Oba does not deserve to start. He is like an NPC in a game. In a
You
video.
know the
Not sure
NPCs,
what-
guys? Can I explain it to you?
Yeah, sure.
NPC is a non-playable character. You know, like in GTA. Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to explain it to you guys because
Thanks.
I'm not a gamer will catch NPC. That's how I was going. Yo, that is accurate. He's like an NPC.
He's like that injured player that you keep on in the game, and he's just like limping around and not helping you.
No, not that. That's still a playable character. I'm talking about, you know, like in GTA, you are a character and you're running around and you see these pedestrians.
Yes.
All pedestrians are NPCs. Because you can't play as them. So it's like as useless as a non-playable character as a one of the pedestrians. That's funny.
Arsenal
That's a good one.
Fourth richest owner. Yep. And we spent money as well, Tony. We've gone over that road.
It's this is an Arsenal issue as much as we want to say Arteta in and out. This is why I'm Arsenal in. I know it's not it's not what the end thing, but I'm Arsenal in. I want to do what's best for does anybody at Arsenal actually care about Arsenal?
Everybody's at Arsenal in.
No, they're all focused on one person though, but this is a full system failure. I keep saying, right? Everybody's screwing this thing up from the top all the way down, man. Tell me who's not. Outside of Ramsdale, Milsrifro, and Saka.
You're out of your timeout now. Good. He's back.
Oh no, I think I'm in trouble. He's been saving up some stuff here.
So Gary, when you say it's a full system failure, it's like Arsenal is an NPC, right?
Some days they look like that.
I hope
that second goal was very NPC because they did it was just like they all stood in place like, hey fam, what you gonna do? I'm stuck. I'm also stuck. They're gonna score. And then they scored.
So Tony,
you're like playing those games. I think it's like Quick, and you get stuck in the corner, and you just see the hands moving, and you can't get out of the corner. That's Arsenal.
Yeah.
And you keep turning, and you can't get them out, and you're like, what? That's Arsenal.
God.
Are you sure it's not like a bumper car that gets stuck in a corner?
We need to be able to reverse tomorrow. We need to be able to get out of
That's what I think of as a bumper car that gets stuck in the corner, just going in a circle.
Yeah.
So
then to everybody in the chats, I don't get too stressed. I can release all the stuff that builds up in there on these shows, and I like to do that. That's why I smile, because I enjoy coming on and talking about stuff and how I feel about the squad. And then I go, and then I leave and I go do my do what I need to do. But
you're right, your Peloton with your special seat.
I don't know what you're talking about, and you're not supposed to bring it up in the show ever again.
You can be timed out again, Tony.
I know that. Yeah, you're right there on the ledge, buddy.
On the cusp. Yeah, he's on the cusp.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm going to keep you occupied here, keep you out of trouble. Stephen has given you a question. Do you think the Kroenkes would bring in the right replacement if they got rid of Arteta? I'm not so sure. Sometimes it's better the devil you know than the one you don't.
I don't think so. They looked at Arteta the first time. He wanted more power than they were willing to give him the first time. Mm-hmm. Then 18 months later, they pick him. They haven't interviewed Vieira either time, which I think they should have.
They haven't interviewed who?
Vieira either time.
Oh.
And they've got to be. I've talked about Vieira positioning himself now in a perfect location within the Premier League. I think he's doing a good job. Okay, he didn't have a lot going forward against Manchester United. They didn't have a lot of chances. That Jordan Ayew chance, we all wanted that one to go in because there I say it. You let them off the hook, you don't score, and then they come back with that Fred goal.
I didn't get to watch. I didn't watch the second half, but in that first half, they looked like they were controlling the game the way that they wanted it to be controlled.
Who? United?
No, Crystal Palace.
They were defending.
They wanted to keep that game close, right?
They were defending really well.
And I believe that's what they wanted to do, and they did it. And United didn't have an answer for it.
I think Vieira would have liked to have been able to move up the pitch a little bit better.
But first priority is United. You get nothing, all right? And then after that, when United makes a mistake, you punish them for it, right?
Yep.
That's what I believe that you're trying to do there.
We missed Jordan Ayew missed that chance, unfortunately. But Vieira, I think he's in position for this. The same way Steven Gerrard is in position, but he's not going to be at the Liverpool job for a few years yet. And we can all see that. Can we just officially say we have no captain, Gary?
We've been saying that for years now, no?
When Aubameyang starts, he's not
I've been
playing.
saying that for 15 years, right?
Yeah,
at least if he's on the bench, we can start with 11 men. That is probably the comment so far, I'm going to say. When Aubameyang starts, he's not playing. At least if he's on the bench, we can start with 11 men.
The toughest guy on YouTube was the best comment so far. Steven's bringing it today after missing a few shows.
I think the best comment was put you in timeout.
That wasn't a comment. That was a dick move.
If we're playing Laka all this month, what happens next month when he leaves? We need to plan for then drop all players not on board and use what players we do have. I think there's a part, Gary, for Lacazette coming pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, to still help us.
Be.
And in January, Gary, he's able to talk to clubs, but he's not going to leave till the summer.
Yeah, no. This is, I mean, for me, this was a different kind of manager. I would think we would have, we would know what's going to happen next, right? But this is Arteta, and he doesn't necessarily do the thing for me. What I think is the clearer and best choice for the squad. All right, you can't just keep asking somebody to do something they can't do. Give him a little time off. Aubameyang needs to sit. Let him sit. All right. Maybe he'll come in with a little bit more fire. I don't think Arteta knows whether his players have any fire in them, whether they will take to sitting so that when they do come in, they bring it, all right? I don't know if he knows that. I don't even know if he knows how to do that, right? So, Aubameyang should sit, but, none of us think that's going to happen.
Look, if Aubameyang plays tomorrow and he has a bang average game and doesn't score again, despite us winning or losing or drawing, it's a bad move, I think. We've seen Aubameyang, he hasn't scored against Watford, he hasn't scored against Newcastle, hasn't scored at Liverpool, and he hasn't scored at Manchester United. What are you expecting from Odegaard playing with Aubameyang? He's been that bad. Players have stopped trying to find Aubameyang, and there's a little bit of that. They don't have confidence in him, I hear.
I would actually love to phone Oba. So if any of you guys have Oba's number, please contact me on Facebook, just to find out what's going on. Like something
Lambo somewhere. You know what I mean?
No, man, but like Lamboing Weaver, like something's going on. Like, what happened to the absolute finisher, or one of the best strikers in the past? Not like one of the best like elite, but one of the best Premier League strikers.
Yeah, and
like
I thought it was just going to be a matter of time where he would hit 100 goals for Arsenal. He's not going. He probably won't do that now in the time that he has left.
I think it's done though. Hey, Ray? Oba's done.
Maybe he's got another season in him after this, but it's got to be with a striker.
That would be 2 seasons with nothing from him.
Yeah, but we're committed.
Yeah, but we're not committed to playing him. We're committed to paying him. Big difference. Just because you pay someone doesn't mean you have to play them if they're poor, right? If you have a 5-year contract with somebody and they are terrible, you just keep putting them out there embarrassing yourself? No, you don't do that.
No, and I'm calling for an end to it for tomorrow as well.
I mean, when Arsenal plays, you don't like what you see, you sit them. The only difference is the $300,000 a week that you're paying them. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be that shouldn't make the difference. That shouldn't be the reason why you play one play over the next. And it's not like we're asking him to be sat out for the rest of the season. He needs to just sit and maybe get his mind right. Mentally, he's not there.
That's what I'm saying. Something off. There's something off.
Yeah. Um, Shout out Canon Chatter TV. Go check out their channel. Give them a sub. They're doing some good stuff over there. Kieran Tierney for Tavares and Sambian for El Nani.
Wow.
I haven't heard. I would think about Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but no one's really suggested that. Oh, I just stumbled across.
Yeah.
BX Gunner said Ainsley Maitland-Niles in midfield.
Nice, but I'm surprised also. Nobody's mentioned Ainsley Maitland. Even us haven't mainly.
You had a good game against Watford.
If you only give us 2 changes, it can't be. It can't be Sambi doesn't play.
Although we want.
Okay.
I would say Lukonga and Mainsley in the midfield. If there was more changes, if we were allowed more changes.
If you're saying if you're Arteta, and you only make 2 changes, then Maitland-Niles sits.
Okay. Yeah, and Sambi, you would pick Sambi ahead of Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Gary.
He is ahead of.
But Poppy's been super poor. Why not play?
It isn't.
Why not play Ainsley?
Right. It's one of those things where initially a couple of weeks ago I said Tierney is the number 1 left winger back or whatever we call it, right?
Yeah.
Arteta says nope, not in my eyes right now. Tavares is right.
That's
what he's saying with his actions, which is fine. But he's got to play him that way, Tavares is rusting. Tierney's just coming in to give him a break, right?
Stephen said Arteta's been putting posters up all over England. Asking if anyone's seen it. Oba, he's been missing.
Last season? You mean 2 seasons ago? Because last season I didn't see him either. I mean, I saw a picture of his car stuck in traffic, but I never seen the guy.
Really, tomorrow we do have to be careful. Remember, every game starts 0-0, and you have the possibility to go a goal down or a goal up. And very often the first goal, Mahir, is going to dictate how this game may go. Imagine an Everton team that's fragile with confidence, having won in 8 games, and they score the first goal on us. You can't really imagine.
Do you know what I say to that? Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. We seem to be that. We don't want to be that team anymore.
No, I'm just saying, that's why we need. Really saying we need to be careful because just now, ho, 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 and then we're back to square one.
Ready? I can only see 1 point from Everton and West Ham.
That's not. I mean, we're in 6th place right now. Is that right? We're in 6th right now.
We're in 7th right now.
We're in 7th right now.
Yeah.
I understand, but
that probably puts us in 8th. Maybe. Let's see who will the how. That could put us even. Oof. Yeah, that could put us in 8th. Because
with a win, Gary.
If we only get 1 point, because Wolves they play City next, but then they play Brighton. So if we only get 1 point in the next 2 matches, we are could be.
Oh damn!
Could be in trouble. Yeah, we could be in trouble there because they have a little bit better. They have a negative goal average, -1, as opposed to us who are -3. So, yeah, it might work in our favor. They play City next, but
so Gary,
2 losses in 11.
2 losses in 11.
Yeah, you know what? It's what
United and Liverpool away.
It's all relative, though. We're talking about where we want to be, and we're not gonna. We were 5th, and now we're 7th already in 1 week, and that's what's going to happen when you don't get the results you need, and because it's tight right where we are. Right, all these teams are right. Within 5 points of each other, you've got about 6 teams, so it could fluctuate a lot.
We are Santa FC giving out those presents.
Yeah, we are definitely giving out those. I mean, Fred's have 2 good games in a row, right?
Yeah, that's what happens to us at this time of year. But let's see if we can turn the page. I mean,
yeah, we're not playing. We're not playing in Europe, so we're supposed to be able to play, and compete in these matches, right? So why not? Why aren't we?
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
we're out of
There's so
Europe,
many
so
reasons.
we're not playing in
So many
Champions
reasons.
League. Some of these teams will be playing in Champions League this week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
playing in a week.
West Ham will be playing. United will be playing. Arteta is afraid to drop Alba in case results go against us. I think be
They're
brave.
gonna go. They're going against us now. What difference does it make? No, and also West Ham. I think they might be out. They might be down to only two center halves.
Yep.
So, and if they play in Europe, those guys are going to be tired, and we need to be able to take advantage of that when we play them. So,
Yep. We have Southampton on Saturday, and then we play West Ham. I think following midweek game. I think it's about 10 days away from now. Playing with Aubameyang, we're a man down, start off, but is an unfair advantage.
yeah,
So,
good.
Mahir, we're in this situation right now. We need to muster a win tomorrow against a really poor team away from home, and maybe our record away from home hasn't been great due to the fixtures. The last two aways have been Manchester United, Old Trafford, and Liverpool. Before that, we won at Leicester. So this is getting back to more of a Leicester type atmosphere in Everton.
Yeah.
You can Arsenal have to prove it to us to stop this nervousness versus quietly confident. Some of us believe that we can quietly and confidently go to Goodison Park and win, and some of us are feeling absolutely nervous about the possibility of not winning at Goodison Park. So the team really have to convince us, but this is the situation that the fan base is in right now. Right?
When are they going to do that? Yeah, they really do need to convince us. The team need to quietly go about their business.
The evidence I'll present is away to Leicester. We won that game 2-0. And we won a couple of other games away from home as well. That's going to give you some confidence. But you're a little bit nervous. Are you on the nervous side or the confident side?
I would say quietly confident.
Quietly
I know it seems with the way.
Say that with a little bit more confidence, Mahir.
Quietly confident. Loudly confident. Quietly confident, but I was loud with my voice there. No, but what I was saying, guys, is the thing is you can never predict the way or what Arteta's gonna do, man. That's what makes a person nervous.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? This is the factor that makes you nervous. Is the manager? It's not so much the
as
team,
long as he's manager. I'm telling you guys right now, I swear down, nothing's gonna happen. And our players, you guys gave me a chance to say my thoughts on the United game. How I was saying, Saka is regressing, Tierney's regressing, Ober's regressing, Partey's. What the hell's happened to Partey? Can somebody explain to me that though?
Can't even pass the ball.
Injury. I think we bought a broken player.
He can't even pass the ball to another Arsenal player.
Oh my days! But like all the players are regressing. Right? That's why we get nervous because we could lose because Arteta doesn't know how to manage these players, and he's slowly breaking them down. And now people are saying things like, I've heard a lot of people argue with me to say Saka's overrated. You know that?
Saka is overrated.
I don't know what to say to them even back. I just cut the conversation. Oh yeah, it was raining yesterday. It's quite good.
All right, so Mahir, you're quietly confident, right? Let me know in the chats what everyone thinks. And
yeah, please, guys.
Big up Taib, who met up with Sam yesterday, personally. Quietly crying in the corner because Arteta makes silly substitutions. Tony, are you do you have a nervousness about you for tomorrow, or you're quietly confident?
I'm always nervous when we play, but it's one that we should definitely win. Like I said, they've lost 4 out of their last 5, haven't got any results of their last 8, so it's a game meant for winning, but it all depends on the lineup, who he picks. You just never know with him. It's a mixed bag. he rolls with the dice on his lineup. I think we'll see Zaka tomorrow, even if it's in a backup role. We'll finally see a substitution before 70th minute because Zaka's so precious that he'll have to come on in like 60 minutes or something.
Yeah, I actually believe Granit Xhaka may start on Saturday. He will, like Tony's saying, he will get a substitute appearance tomorrow night. He's like the $6 million man. They got Taib in here as well. Aubameyang has a cushy at Arsenal, gets everything he wants. Fans love him. Picks up a hefty paycheck. His son is in the Arsenal academy, a really good academy that has what has he possibly got to be unhappy about? And exactly, Stephen. I think he should start giving back a little bit. You know what I mean?
He's past his prime, right? It's easy
I don't know. Again, like
Andre.
Partey unable to pass to another teammate. Aubameyang's unable to score from 3 yards out. It's scary bad. BX Gunner said table takes real shape after 15 games. Points and goals don't lie. Yeah, I think where we are right now, we're not in a bad position. We go and get a win tomorrow, which we should do. If we're a top 6 team, we go to Everton. We play like Liverpool, and come out of the blocks. Play with the attitude that Liverpool had, not play like Liverpool because we can't do that. But hi from Iceland, says Arnie. Good to see you here again. We're starting to see you more and more, Arnie. So be more of a regular face and join the group, join the community. Hey, Mohammed, if you're here more of a regular, we'll send you the link one of these days. But if we see you more and more often, if you're a face around here, we'll definitely send you a link that you can join us. We might actually send the link right at the end of the podcast. If anyone wants to come on after the live, we will drop the link in right at the end of the podcast so you can have a little chat with us and we'll get familiar and get to know each one. Because some people don't want to come live, be on live, but they want to come on.
Maybe they'll be okay with a short segment after the live.
We'll do a backstage thing. So Gary, I haven't forgotten about you. Are you nervousness? Do you have a nervousness about tomorrow, or are you quietly confident?
I'm nervous for Arteta because he scares me. I'm quietly confident because you know what? I don't think the team needs to hear it because they get too big headed and then they don't play the way they should. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Both of those comments. This team doesn't realize that they should win this match because they don't come out and play like that, right? They need to come out this match like when they came out and they played West Brom, they knew they were going to win that, right? This is a similar situation. You come out in this match, you need to do the same thing. Come out and play like you expect to win this game, this match. So that's what they need. They need to have that. They need to have that confidence, and they don't. They don't have it. And this is our. We had 2 away games that we lost in a row to start the season. We're on our second 2-game loss streak right now away from home. So
lost to Brentford, lost to City away, and more recently we lost to Liverpool. We lost to United.
Yeah, and I also believe that Partey isn't where Arteta and Arsenal need him to be, and that might be physical. That might be mental. There's something just not right there, and maybe the whole concept of put him out there and let him figure it out. I don't think we have those types of players, right? I don't think we have those types of players that can do that, can work things out on the pitch and not punish their their teammates.
Assembled. I want you to redact that comment right now. I think
it's almost like he wants him to play. Maybe maybe he's doing that Jedi mind trick type thing.
You better hurry before he redacts his comment.
So he puts it out there, and then when it doesn't happen, he's like,
he'll redact it, Gary. You don't have to worry about that.
Partey.
I don't know, Gary. Do you think it is an injury that he's carrying? You can tell when Partey is injured. He's a shadow of the player. We know he is. And of course, Gary, he's come out publicly and apologized for it and knows he can do better and he's going to try to do better.
Yeah, but how, how many...
Just play zombie until he's fit. It's
simple.
Why can't you pass to another player? You know,
Maybe he needs glasses or something. Something simple. Maybe it's just something simple. He needs glasses. He doesn't have his glasses on, so he doesn't know which teammate to pass to. I don't. And something's just not right there with him.
Mm.
And what is scary is that Xhaka is coming back, and Arteta might, he could possibly sit Partey for Xhaka. He could, but he could also play
Famously,
Xhaka. He could also play Xhaka and Partey together, and then we're still a man down. It doesn't really help us.
famously, Gary Edu had that interview at the start of the season saying Partey and Xhaka are the number one midfielders. In the team.
He said that, and that's just disappointing.
Yeah,
That's really disappointing.
Gary? What happened to meritocracy? If you're doing well, if you're playing well, you're going to be in the team. Doesn't it apply if you're not playing well with Aubameyang and Partey?
Obviously, not at this squad because it has. They don't do those types of things, right? They don't do those types of things. I mean, if that's the case, then Tavares shouldn't lose his spot, and he is going to lose his spot because they had somebody who was slated to be number one, right? So don't mess up a good thing, and Arteta has his good thing is in his head on a piece of paper that never changes based on what he actually sees on the pitch, right?
It's based on what he sees in training, Gary. Only training matters to him.
I watched training, and I made a comment on it, and nobody responded to it. It was
what was your comment, Gary?
It was Cedric. I think split a defender and then was able to get a shot past Okonkwo. Okonkwo, is that his name? Yeah. And then the next thing they showed was Ramsdale doing some practicing drills. But I'm like, oh, that Ramsdale I believe is doing that, but Cedric putting a shot past our academy goalkeeper isn't really showing me that I don't want to see that. I want to see Aubameyang putting a shot past Ramsdale, or Leno. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, we want to see our strikers doing it.
I want to see that a lot because that's what we need. We don't need Cedric to be scoring on 19-year-olds.
Here's the deal. I think last season we were having our strikers score, and we were wondering where our midfielders were. It seems to have flipped around this season. Our midfielders are stepping forward.
Our strikers weren't scoring last season.
Nominally, they were getting more than our midfielders. We weren't getting anything from midfield.
We're probably getting about the same from our strikers this time around. It's just that we're also getting stuff from
Lacazette. Lacazette this time last year, Lacazette was probably on 7 or 8 goals.
And where was Aubameyang?
After being benched a couple of times.
Huh?
Said he already had been benched a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't think he had 7 goals at this time in the season.
I think he did.
He had 7. Aubameyang? Aubameyang did?
He had 3 in the first 3.
Aubameyang?
No, Lacazette.
I said Aubameyang.
I said Aubameyang. I was thinking Lacazette.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Mark, thanks for coming in, Mark. Great to have a big following here tonight. Great stuff. Everybody's ready for the game tomorrow. I hear. Aubameyang shouldn't start another game. Strip the captaincy off him. Put Laka already. Shouldn't play no more.
Play no more either.
Want to be here.
They don't want to be here. Sell them. Start Martinelli every game. Till the window and buy Dominic Calvert-Lewin and one other.
Yeah, you can't tell us that you want players that want to be here, and when they tell you I don't want to be here, you keep playing them. There's non-negotiables, right?
Yeah,
non-negotiables. He talks about it, but he never does it.
Arteta should be playing Martinelli in Aubameyang's place. He's been learning the striker role, hasn't he? Yeah. There are lots of calls for don't start Aubameyang. I think it's important actually now. The win is more important than the captain playing tomorrow night for me. Tony's
not the captain, Ray.
He's got it on his arm. I know Arteta has the bollocks to do it too.
I wish that meant something. It means absolutely nothing, right?
What's that? The captaincy?
Having an armband on your arm means absolutely nothing at Arsenal.
Means less and less.
It means nothing at Arsenal.
Okay.
It means nothing at Arsenal.
Put it on the right player. It means something.
That's like saying I'm going to put my goalie jersey on Saka. That means nothing. He's not a goalkeeper. He's too small to be a goalkeeper. They're just going to chip it over his head over and over again. You don't do that, right? So why do you give an armband to a man who doesn't want to lead?
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed, definitely.
Yeah.
Jacques Boom, I think that's for you, Gary, and maybe Tony as well.
Yeah, he's trying to upset me.
Getting their kicks.
The more and more I see of him in Twitter practicing. Did you see the players today? I don't know if any of you guys saw the match. I didn't get to see the women's match, but they showed the men. They showed the men watching the game, and they showed the TV, and then they panned to the men sitting on the couch watching it. The only person that was watching it was Saka or Xhaka. Everybody else was on their phones, and and Ben White was on his phone. He doesn't watch football, so that kind of made sense.
Gentlemen.
And the women had a poor game today, very poor game today.
Yeah.
Some people are saying, "I hope the men aren't rubbing off on them."
I know. Let's hope that they can just redouble their efforts in the league, take home the league title. They've got a little bit of a cushion, a little bit of a gap at the top, but we want the women to do that for us. If Partey, Samuel said, if Partey knows he can do better, why doesn't he not accept his wages until he plays well? Now that's a gesture of his serious man. He's going to keep picking up his wages, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell any of you guys not to take your money when you get paid, because you know what? I had an off week or an off month. No, you're taking your money, but
yeah,
you know what?
It's human nature.
In this case, you don't have to play. That's the difference.
It's up to the boss to say, listen, you're going to have an easy week. This is going to be an easy week for you. No, you don't have to do that. Don't go into the shop.
If you set a player down and he shows you his true self, and his self is, I don't want to be on the bench, but I don't also want to work to get off the bench.
Yeah,
it's not the right player for you.
Yeah, nice.
Steven needs to go into more detail about this.
Nice skit there from Steven. I was lying to her and she was lying to me. That's a good one. Someone should confiscate Aubameyang's Lambos until he starts scoring and playing better. Yeah.
Yo, maybe that'll make him score because he'll be angry. Like, yo, where the hell's my silver Lambo? The Silver Surfer.
Just unwrap his Lambos.
Stephen, you're correct. He's teaching him to be a striker. The position he was playing already, he is teaching him to be a striker by playing him on the wing.
I'm saying such a dumb. You are so dumb.
I am down.
I hope you see this podcast, fam. Please just leave.
I think, as I said multiple times, or I probably say the same stuff over and over again. He's got the armband is a little heavy on his arm. The 350K he gets a week is weighing him down. His pockets are really big, so he can't move as fast. He's got all these struggles. The man is just worn down by life. I mean, how is he going to play football too?
So BX Gunner, great comments. Love to see these ones. Yeah, we're going to do this free of charge. We don't. Yeah. We want to get to 1,000, but it's not because we want to monetize or anything like that. We just do it because we enjoy getting together. The 4 of us, 5, 6 of us. Sometimes
but if you have extra money and you want to shell it out, we are not going to turn it away. All right. I know Ray's talking a big game, but if you got all this extra cash you don't know what to do with, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it for a new.
One thing, there's a ticker running along the bottom there as well. So
Tony needs a leg. So if you got extra cash, yeah, you go. Get the man a leg.
I'll bank.
Tony needs a leg, and I need to drop a link in. So check back on
Tony'sNewLeg.com. It is
Tony'sNewLeg.com, or go check back.
Yo,
older.
But VX Gunner, it's absolutely true, and that's why we love having family. We consider you guys family of ours as well, and that's why we love having you guys also, because this is why we started the channel. This is why Ray and I started, and this is why now we've got such a blessed and loved panel as well. And I mean, with you guys in all, yeah. Look here. Look to my.
Look at that.
To the left. To the left. My brother's on the left.
Anything more than a Gary or a Tony in your life?
Look at our
You guys don't
number.
understand how much it means to us that you subscribe and are here with us with our lives when we not live, the reruns. And I mean, it's just a safe space. It's a safe space where we can just talk Arsenal. Sometimes we even talk life. And that's
Sometimes,
beautiful.
yeah. Sometimes we get a little deep. BX Gunner did say this is a real Arsenal fan, safe place, 100% beers. Thank you, love. I can really appreciate it when people do things for love and not dollars like other bullshit channels. That's why I come here every session. That's why we do it twice a week.
You. Yeah.
Appreciate it. In Europe, the player who has been at the club the longest period gets the captain.
I don't necessarily like that as being the only reason why they get it because
Only reason
because like that doesn't. Oh, okay. Then Granny has to make an appearance. It just
it's one of those things with us. Granny.
Oh my God! It's just normal.
He brought it up.
Yeah, you know what we have not seen is the Stan's wig either.
Yeah,
it's
been
the
wigs.
A while for him.
What happened to the wig? Stan is silent now. You know what I mean?
I put the link to Tony's new leg on the in the chat, so check it out.
Perfect.
Yes, please, guys.
One other thing as well. Stick around. We're gonna have a 10-question Kahoot challenge.
Oh fuck!
A little bit later. In about 20-25 minutes, when we get through talking about Arsenal, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. A Kahoot.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
What's our challenge, upset challenge table looking like?
Well,
Ray's in first.
I'm in first.
With how many points?
Do you believe it? I haven't updated I have not updated from.
Oh, there we go.
Weekend. That's not updated, so you need to add 3.5. 3.5 points to me.
Louise.
But yeah,
So,
Stan got 3 points. Mahir, you picked up 3 points as well, Mahir, for your.
Yeah, only 3 though. I wish it was a little bit of a bigger gap.
You predicted West Ham more, but we need to also look. I've got a document here for Sam, Mahir, Sam, and Matt. This is the postponed Burnley versus Tottenham game from last weekend. So 11 points is at stake for that one. So don't worry.
Is that actually the correct way to do that?
Yeah. Why?
Stan and Matt.
Okay.
That's their pick. That was their pick from the weekend. Do you think they should have an alternate pick?
Right.
No. You know what?
You want to lodge an objection?
Well, no. I mean, it's going to keep changing, and it should have been fixed to the points it was going to be during that week. Is my thing. That's my only thing. Maybe I'm reaching because it's not my points, but I don't know. If the game had played, is that the same point difference? Is that the same difference in the table?
Yeah, that's the points difference.
Because Tottenham's moved up to 5th this week, but last week it would have been 9, right? And the week before that, it might have been even less than that.
At the time,
they're getting the benefit of that until they actually play the match.
No,
I don't know if I like that.
No, at the time when they made the pick, that was a difference.
That was it. Okay, all right.
So I think that was fair. That's the fairest way to do it.
All right.
At the time, the difference between the two teams were Burnley were probably in the bottom 3, and Tottenham were probably 7th or 8th. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Hey, you forgot me, Ray.
Who are you?
You didn't pick them.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Don't think so, but I can go back. We can go back and check.
I don't remember it being
That's
a lot of people.
That's why I tried to give you 2 picks for the other day, because I said I picked Burnley.
You picked something different.
No, I didn't.
Controversy. And you know what? Ray's gonna go to the tape. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back with a timestamp, and then we'll see if it's right this time.
Yeah, I will. I will. Remember, this is the same guy that chose the wrong team to win the league last year in our predictions podcast.
I convinced myself of it was City.
I This is literally shit in the shit. My best
You
kind
know
of
what?
fun.
You know what? Ray will go. He'll get his investigative staff into it. They will manipulate the tape. I mean, they will find the time.
Ray's going to make a deep fake, Gary. Ray is making a deep fake.
This is the link that Gary's left for Tony's leg. Listen, if you want to drop the price for coffee, everything's appreciated. We have to maybe reach out to some other podcasts as well to get more exposure. Hopefully, we can get some people to do this. Ryan over at Mr. Arsenal podcast has already done a huge effort of 24-hour podcast, and I don't even want to. My mind gets scrambled thinking about the amount of organization that goes into organizing a 24-hour podcast. So
Gary helped.
we all had a part in it.
Amazing.
Ryan lost a lot of sleep because of it. BX81, politicians don't care what they promise as long as they get their money. The same as Arsenal's alleged footballers. That is true. Assemble. So there's a lot of comments in here. We're trying to get through all of them, and we try to
One
do it
comment.
here. As a podcast, we try to do that.
Arsenal
No, you know
will
what?
fall
There's a
behind
lot
further.
of. Let's see. We've gone downhill now. Zzz. You know, like I said, this. So we've lost 2 out of 3, right? The only way this changes if we win. We draw. It doesn't really. It just slows the bleed.
Yeah,
That's all we're
no,
doing, right? It's a band-aid
uh,
on a. It's a band-aid on a dam. That's all we're doing. We need.
It's got to be a win tomorrow. Nothing else will do. And I know I've been saying one of these defeats are coming for us, but I really do not want it to be tomorrow. And looking at the results, especially from today, the 2 results today were Tottenham beating a Norwich City team that are really poor, 3-0. Harry Kane still can't score a goal. That's funny. And Man United's scraping by. They got a really good goal to beat a stout Crystal Palace team. Not spoiling the result for you, Gary, but they won 1-0. Isambo said, who do you think will be Arsenal's replacements for the players going to the African nations and Xhaka? He might give Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka a well-deserved rest. It would be perfect timing for our manager. Okay, so really, my here is just Partey and Aubameyang really in the starting lineup that's going to be leaving. Who do you think is going to replace those 2 players?
So let's just get this straight, right? So Nene and Pepe are on the bench. We barely play them. So now we're saying, guess what? We're going to deplete your bench.
Yep.
But somehow give your 2 of your best players rest.
Rest. Yeah, I don't know.
Why aren't they getting rest now while you've got a bench that you can replace them with?
Who's our 2 best players? You're talking about Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe?
Yeah, 2 of our best players, not 2 best players. I don't know. Actually, it's hard to tell. Who is our best player? I don't know.
Right now, Emile Smith-Rowe is our best player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you've got those 2 players. They shouldn't play as much as they are, and we have players that can come in and do a job. Pepe can come in and do a job.
You can kick his own arse.
Can he do that? Can Tony do? Tony could kick his ass sitting. He doesn't even have to.
The spinning top.
I know exactly.
Norwich.
Sure.
Norwich on Boxing Day looking like a must-win. Yep. I mean,
it was a must-win when we played them before, right?
September 11th. That's when the season started, Gary. Remember, never forget that. West Ham, Big Gunner. I would say they're favorites, but I wouldn't say they're clear favorites over us right now.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think we'll see. We'll see who returns for them if they're going to have a full squad.
Ramsdale is our best player. Wouldn't argue against that either. Press to play.
Nope.
Yep.
Another good shot.
Press to play. What's that?
Presto.
Non-playable characters. NPC. Right, Mayor? I'm glad we have a younger generation that's helping us with these things. NPC. The young man,
a lot of
man, bottom left.
gamers, fam.
Gamers. Tony knew that as well, right? Probably if you're a gamer, you knew that.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Aubameyang to go. I'd play Martinelli in Aubameyang's place. So Tony, just diving a little bit into Everton's predicament. Okay. Last season we actually Ancelotti left. He jumped ship and went to Real Madrid. That should maybe tell you the kind of position that, if I'm looking at one team in the Premier League that's run worse, in a worse position than Arsenal, it is Everton. They're just a poorly run team on and off the field, right?
Yeah, they're traditionally top 5 to top 8, but now they've
Top eight.
been totally downhill the last few years. They shouldn't be 16th, but they are. It's kind of surprising to see them that far down.
The ex-gunner said,
Actually, a possibility of them being relegated, that would be a total shock.
Wow.
"Who relegated?"
I said Everton could be their only.
Yeah, I mean they are 16th.
points.
I think they're 5 points off of the drop.
Yep.
Surely we beat them tomorrow. Big Gunner, you're right. West Ham did just beat Chelsea, but I think Europe might stretch their squad a little bit. As Gary said, they're down to 2 good centre backs, 2 playable centre backs now. The rest of them are non-playable characters. The rest of their centre backs are non-playable characters. I'm going to apply that in a lot of situations now. And
You know what? Here's a problem with all of this, right? So they played Dynamo Zagreb. I don't know. Are they good?
Well, it's Europa League. They're decent. It's going to be some traveling involved, right?
No, it's a home game.
Okay.
So and then they play Burnley.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play us. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like they're gonna have too big of a struggle coming into the Arsenal match.
Burnley give every team a tough game.
No, I know, but West Ham can probably play to their level, I believe. So, like if they want to stoop down to their level, they could play that if they wanted to, I believe.
Yeah, they can mix it. They're a good team. The quality of West Ham has been augmented. The young players at West Ham, like Rice, has been augmented by some good signings in Suchek and Sufal, and Antonio has stepped forward. Bowen is playing well, so this is a team that's maturing now. We hope that Arsenal will be like this next season when we get.
We can't be
a striker. When we get a striker,
we're not
when
one
we get
player
a new
away.
manager.
Come on, dude, we're not one player away.
Three
We're 10 players away from a squad like West Ham.
But
One manager away.
When you put our best 11 out there,
We
maybe
still
not
need
about
4
Who's our best
midfielders,
11 right
right?
now? And who's our
We need
best
4
11 Arteta's
midfielders.
going to put out there? Two separate things, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. We're going to put out our best 11 under Arteta's watch and go, all right, Batman gives us nothing, so we're down a man. Partey is struggling. We're down 2 man. Midfield is struggling. Guess what? We're in trouble now.
And I think that's the 3. We were probably missing 3 good performances at Old Trafford. Three players in that position.
We had opportunities to draw that match at the least.
And the referee.
At the least, we and that's with all that stuff that happened, and that's on the players. That part of it, whether who starts and how we play and all of that also plays into it, and the officials didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
But we got lucky in the last match, so it's kind of hard to say. You know what, Erdegar, didn't get a penalty in the previous game, and in this one, we don't get the call. On Tomiyasu, so it kind of like goes. It's a wash in that sense, but it's not. I'd rather be consistent and both be called, so the players know, than it to be a roll of the dice every time they go in there and make a play.
Yeah, Yasho now has one arm longer than the other.
Pulled by the fridge. Listen, if you're enjoying the content, you're enjoying the live stream here, you're enjoying the chat. Slap a like in there. Validate your boarding pass because you are on the flight, the Arsenal Fan Circle flight. Sometimes they're bumpy rides. Sometimes they're nice, easy, short rides. and sometimes they're long and arduous ones. But Ramsdale.
2 hours is in my contract, Ray.
Well, we might just make 2 hours. We might cut it a bit short tonight.
Oh, come
Ramsdale
on, Ray.
is making most fans believe our defense has improved by conceding more than we can score. So yeah,
You know what? He keeps it. You know what? And once again, this is the same. Just check where the ball is being shot from. Right. When our good games, when Ramsdale is making a lot of these big time saves, shots are coming from outside the box. Against Liverpool and against Man United, look what all those shots that they scored come from. I mean,
8 yards
inside the
out.
box, and you know what? And we can't do that. We need to stop them from getting into the box. That's why you see many a foul outside that box, because it's like once they get in there, we don't know what's going to happen. But if you keep them out, at least you can reset. So I don't know.
Definitely. As Reddy said, we're at home against West Ham. We will beat them narrowly. I think it's going to be a good game, and I think we need to maybe have Aubameyang not play in the next few games. Let him sit a little bit. Mark Green said win is vital. 2 matches, I think. Wolves, Brighton, and Villa closing in on us. And Wolves put up a hell of a game yesterday against Liverpool.
No, please.
They are going to be difficult toward the end of the this month here. We played him right at the end of the month. He'll play Nketiah ahead of Martinelli for Lacazette. I've never uttered West Ham were favourites in my life. That was hard. Yeah, and I still think every time we did that podcast with Charlie last season, ever since, he's adopted our Arsenal team and what they were doing, and we've adopted what West Ham have been doing. I think West Ham will beat us as tied. Tony must be winning on the match predictions, is he? If not, it's a fix. Ray's running the point fix. Like
Some people know, when you know, right? I mean, that's what they say,
yeah.
right? When you know, and Stephen knows. He knows how this thing works.
West Ham only famous because of Green Street hooligans. It is going to look nice. What is Green Street hooligans? I'm not sure about that.
No, I know the movie. Another reference. Sorry, my feet.
Go for it.
Just Green Street Hooligans is a movie about ultras, the soccer ultras. So, like in the movie, I think it's Celtics, or I think it's like a Celtics Rangers thing, but they show basically what ultras do, like the hardcore ultras with the violence and the beating up of rival fans. Yeah.
Burnley in the snow that match, and now he's saying I didn't. Yeah, you're gonna complain, are you, Tony? We've always beaten West. I'll check back, Tony. Keep it here, keep it real. We've always beaten West Ham at home. Their away form isn't great. So, people download the Kahoot app if you want to be in with an opportunity of being 10 people involved in a quiz, a topical quiz about the game tomorrow. Ray, our best 11 on form can do extremely well, but then tactics and structure comes into the equation. This is our Achilles heel. Yeah. I'll start with a best 11, and best 11 should be good enough to beat an Everton team tomorrow, despite Arteta, right? It's killing me to know it looks like the West Ham owner. Gary, news today, some heads have rolled. One head has rolled at Everton, the director of football. We didn't know very much about him. Marcel Brands, he has stepped down as the director of football. This points to Rafa Benitez wanting more control over business at Everton. It just shows they're not in a good place right now. We need to take advantage of that.
Yeah, team in flux, right? So it can go one of two ways, right? Either they're going to become even more structured. They're going to at least dip a little bit in the form from the manager and all of that coming into this match. So we got to take advantage. But guess what? Same thing happened in the last match. A team in flux. We could have come in and steal one from them, and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now, you're correct. The defending starts from the front. But, at some point, at some point somebody has to make the decision and the ball doesn't go into the box and doesn't retreat into the box is what we do, right? We retreat, try to absorb all the pressure. By the time we decide that it's time to stop, they're already in the box. Too late, and that's when you get punished. So, when you have better leadership, you kind of push things back up the field before they get, into the dangerous areas.
Ashaya, Adi, penalty kicks should always be given to Lacazette. I think he's able to. Another good thing about Lacazette, he's able to manufacture or put his foot in the right position, same way Fred did to Erdegaard on Thursday night. Put his foot in the spot where the leg is going to try to come around and get the ball. And I think Lacazette is way better at getting penalties than Aubameyang. Also, the value of Lacazette, Gary, is that he's able to hold the ball up for you, and you're able to build play through Lacazette. Something you don't get from Aubameyang.
It's hard sometimes though, right, to compare the two if that's what you're going to use as your the differences between the two. Because it's like, this is a defensive midfielder and this is an attacking midfielder. You can't compare the two and then say, you know what, that's why we play them. No, if you play them, then you have to find some, like we're replacing an Erdegaard, right, or Emile Soufrel with Lacazette. Right, for that kind of play to some degree, a little bit, right?
Hold up, play.
Or right, that's what we're talking about there. He kind of pushes those guys out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
When he plays do I want a holding player who's a striker? And I don't really want that, but that's what we've needed. And if that's the case, then you need somebody up top who's going to get out the end of some of these balls. Lacazette has shown he's not the one to do it. He's not the one to make those plays for me, anyways.
Yeah.
So, it's all about Aubameyang more than it is against Lacazette because you're still behind a man.
Big Scanner said, watch Green Street and Damn United the same day. So good watching. The Damned United is a good watch. I've seen that one. So, Gary, I'll get to Tony and Mahir. Predictions for tomorrow, then, before we do a quick quiz, and we'll get out of here with a little bit more chat about the game. But this is a game we should be winning. There should be no doubt about it. And we should be able to allay some nervousness to Gunners who are feeling nervous about what Arsenal's going to turn tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think when my initial thoughts on this were we need to win by two goals. So, 2-0 would be really nice. I just... I think I would like to see a 2-0 win. I just don't see it. So I'm thinking it's going to be 4-2 Arsenal.
Whoa!
Which sounds crazy, but I just don't. Because I think we're gonna dip a little bit and give away some stuff. That's kind of where I'm feeling where the team is. But 2-0 is what I would like to see, but I'm not sure about that. So.
All right. Tony, what have you got? Gary's predicted 4-2. I actually went on Hammers chat, was watching the Hammers versus Chelsea game. I did predict before the game 3-2 win for them. They came to pass. And I think during the festive period of Christmas, you do tend to get a lot more goals in games. So it might not be as Liverpool put 4 up against
3-1, right?
3-1 for you?
Yep.
All right, Rudy's gone 0-0. BX Gunners gone 1-1. So this is the nervousness within the Gunners here. They're predicting draws. You've gone for 3-1. Mahir, are you there? I'm going to take a 2-0 win.
Oh, nice. 2-0. I will take a 3-0 win. Yeah. I say we go Gango. Let's go put this thing to bed. As Gary said, let's put this thing to bed. I'm going to put you to bed. I know you guys know that song.
Rating some crazy. So.
No,
I'm singing it.
No, I just rationalized it. Ray Anderson.
Yeah. You think I'm crazy, yeah.
Not me. 4-2. Well, we had a 3-2 with Chelsea and West Ham. So who knows what can happen. I'm going to take down the banners in preparation for this Kahoot game. So listen, if there's any of you out there who have not yet downloaded the Kahoot app, do that. And we will be you'll be able to chance to play with 9 other players here to see
Yes, sir.
see who can get on the podium, who can win the game. So, okay, let's go. I'm going to give you out.
I'll be right back. I have to go grab my phone.
Go grab your phone.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think I can play tonight or today for you guys.
All right,
I'm probably gonna head out when Tony gets back. I'll probably just jump off so you can
jump off.
good night and good day, and I'll talk to you guys at least here on the channel here on Thursday. For those that,
Yes, sir. Okay.
otherwise, I'll be on my show tomorrow evening after the match. Might have some special guests come on, so we'll see how that plays out.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, maybe some faces from here might be joining you.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Now,
see.
Taib is normally a lot in a lot of the. Taib is also in a lot of rooms. I see, like moderator in a lot of them as well. You know, with us, with other channels. I saw BX Gunner. I saw the Assembled. I saw so many of our family from here, the Arsenal Circle family, in all the other rooms with Gary, with like even I pop in some
Yeah.
of them.
Some
Or a
some
lot of
days
them.
some
I
days
pop
some
in
days
just
it's me and BX
what
Gunner
up?
just chasing each other all around the YouTube world.
Exactly.
So,
BX Gunner.
Separate
Exactly. So
Chile.
good.
BX Gunner is he's out there. We always love the
yeah.
interaction.
The
So
support, man.
I've just put the pin up there.
All right, so I want to say goodbye, I guess, to everyone. Thank you
Aw.
for
Okay,
joining
Gary.
us. But we will see each other again, and hopefully we'll be happy about what we see.
When will we see
Uh-huh.
you again? So
Yes.
we are going to do the okay, Gary. Thanks. Let's.
Thanks,
My
Gary.
All right, see you
my
guys.
confidence, Gary,
Thank
is
you,
quite
everybody
high.
in the chats. Huh?
My confidence is quite high. We will get the win tomorrow that we need. Okay.
Yep. No, definitely. I'm feeling like I said. I feel confident. I just maybe I'm not going to scream it out there. So, but all right, everyone.
All right.
See you.
Yo.
Let's see who's going to participate in this game. Thanks, Gary. Let's see how many people we've got in here. Okay, we've got Get Out Arteta. We've got Rids in there. We've got S Tony. And
Yes, sir.
we're gonna give Get Out Arteta. That might be my here, I think.
Yeah, that's me. Every week. Doesn't change.
We will just give everyone another minute or so to get in the
Yes,
game.
sir. Join us.
Steven said, Brownie, I seen you on the news at the England game. You stole that child in a wheelchair, pretended to be a steward to get in the game. Steven. Stephen also said, ready, none. He always stated he'll fight any woman or child in Swansea. Someone says, any Arsenal win is false security. As soon as we meet a team that stands up to Arsenal, we'll be having to have a fan circle therapy session again.
I don't know. I want to know what Steven's ingested or chemicals in his body during this show tonight.
There's always some really good banter, some really wild topics of choice, but hey man, that's why we love our show so much.
Okay, so Russ, are you in, Russ? We are doing the Kahoot game. We'll give you a minute. Really, are you in? It'd be great when we get more. Rids is in. Yep. Russ, gonna
Good
give you
stuff.
a second to get in. No to the last tournament, the final. Says Steven. Okay. Ready is in. Rids is in. We got 3 in.
Nice.
Okay. Let's get started. You ready, Tony?
Sure.
Sure.
As long as I don't have a 3-second delay again. That sucked Thursday.
All right,
Yeah, the leg.
check the pin out. I'll put the pin in one more time for everyone. If there's any late arrivals, 856 7522. Okay. Here we go. We shall be starting.
One more round.
Haven't you figured this shit out yet, Ray?
I got it. We're good.
Welcome, guys, to another round of Kahoot on the Arsenal Fan Circle.
Sunday show, December 5th. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First one, 1 of 12. Arsenal play Everton tomorrow. What is Everton's nickname? The Hammers, the Toffees, the Caramels, or the Potters? Arsenal play Everton tomorrow. What is Everton's nickname? 3 correct answers of the Toffees. Tony's into a quick lead with Maher second.
Look out the gate.
Riddy is third place. Wonder where Urban Ghost is. There's a few people that wanted to play. What Turkish side did former Arsenal and Everton legend Kevin Campbell play for? Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Trabzonspor, or Besiktas? What Turkish side did former Arsenal legend Kevin Campbell? Super Kevin. Trabzonspor is the correct answer. 2 of you got the correct answer. 1 picked Galatasaray, which is incorrect. Tony's in the lead still.
Did it change?
Didn't look like it changed, did it? But you got the right answer. It might just be catching up. Riddy, you might have got that one wrong, Riddy. Stephen OT. Okay, Arsenal scored 1 goal at Everton last season. A penalty. But who was the scorer? Aubameyang, Lacazette, Partey, or Pepe? Arsenal just scored 1 goal against Everton in their 2 games. We have to improve that. Only 1 goal across 2 fixtures last season versus Everton. The correct answer was Pepe. 2 of you were correct with that. And whoever picked Lacazette was incorrect. There's the updated results. Tony, you are in the lead by 1704. Rids 1656. So Maher, you got some work to do. 863, Maher. 4th question. Name the 3rd team in the Liverpool area. Is it Walsall? Is it Tranmere Rovers? Is it Carlisle? Or is it Colchester? What's the 3rd biggest team in Liverpool? We have Liverpool, we have Everton. But what's the other team? Walsall, Tranmere Rovers, Carlisle, or Colchester? Ooh, split. Everybody went for different answers, but if you picked Tranmere Rovers, you were correct. And that was Red.
Uh-oh.
Reds has taken the lead over you, Tony. Which one did you pick, Tony?
I don't fucking remember.
It wasn't Tranmere. Maher, you didn't pick Tranmere either. John Aldridge's former club, Tranmere. 5th one. Name Arsenal's former winger who went on to play for Everton. Andrea Bocelli, Kevin Sheedy, Mikel Arteta, or Anders Limpar. Name Arsenal's former winger who went on to play for Everton. Andrea Bocelli, Kevin Sheedy, Mikel Arteta, or Anders Limpar. Who picked Andrea Bocelli? Come on. Who picked Andrea Bocelli? He's the singer. Who picked Mikel Arteta? Although he was a midfielder. The answer was Super Swede Anders Limpar. Rids has a streak of 3 in a row. Come on, Tony. Come on, Maher. Looks like Rids is the winner today this week. Which person has not managed Everton? Carlo Ancelotti, David Moyes, Sam Allardyce, or Rafa Benitez? Which coach has not managed Everton? Carlo Ancelotti, David Moyes, Sam Allardyce, or Rafa? Waiting for a 3rd answer to come in. 2 correct answers of Sam Allardyce. Whoever picked David Moyes is incorrect. Stephen OT, good to have you here. You're a new face around here. So Join the family, subscribe, like the stream, and download Kahoot on your phone. You can play next time. We're going to have a quiz like the Kahoot quiz like this toward the end of the stream, Sundays and Thursdays. Rids, 4 in a row for Rids. Mahir got that answer correct. And I think Tony have dropped down into the relegation spot.
I started off strong.
What is the name of Everton's ground? Goodison Park, Goodison Park, Villa Park, or the Amex? And that's
Sure it's not Selhurst Park, right?
Goodison Park. Oh, I could have done Selhurst Park, right? That was a GIF of, or GIF, whatever way you call it, of Watford scoring 5 at Everton. Hopefully
Jif,
we are
Ray.
going.
Jif is peanut butter. Come on. You know this.
Hopefully we can score 5 at Everton. Rids has scored 5 in a row. Tony, you're back out of the relegation zone above Mahir. You're playing Mahir and Tony playing for second spot. Rids, 8 of 10. What is Alex Iwobi's national team? Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, or Senegal? So the assembled and Ray Anderson, you could also download the Kahoot app for next time. Two correct answers of Nigeria. Whoever picked Ivory Coast is incorrect. And we are able to get Everton to pay something like 35 million for Iwobi. Tony, you dropped down. Mahir is in second place. When we get like more participants, this will be a lot more fun. So get in there, guys. The second last question: how many career goals has Theo Walcott scored for Arsenal? How many goals has Theo scored for Arsenal? 98, 108, 208, or 78? Yeah, Ray, I remember you did play on Thursday, Ray Anderson. I thought more people would participate as well, Reddy, but we'll keep going and more people will join. You want some competition, right, Reddy? Fair play to you. All three of you got the right answer there. 108 goals for Theo. He's probably gonna do. He's been at Arsenal for many years, but he's probably gonna do what Aubameyang is not gonna do. Rids in the lead, clearly. Mahir second. This is probably the finishing order, but we'll do the last question to finish the quiz. Here we go. In 1998, Tony Adams scored versus Everton to win the league. What was the final score? 2-0, 4-0, 3-2, or 2-2? Tony Adams scored a great goal to cap a win against Everton and win the league for us. Everybody got different answers, but the correct answer was 4-0. Whoever picked blue was correct. That's probably ready. Tony's third place. Mahir is second. And of course, first again. I think this is the second time Rids has won. Right? Isn't that right, Tony? Rids won on Thursday night, I think, as well.
Yep.
Assisted by Steve Gould, exactly. Ready? So listen, give Rids some competition. Get in there and join the next time.
Wow, what a game. What a way to end off.
What a way to end. What a way to end. Are you there? Riddy
Yeah, I know you guys can't see my face, but whoa.
Riddy is
beautiful.
A good player, and you got to get in there and give him some
competition.
Some competition there. Stephen,
of course.
New around here. Good to see you, Stephen.
Join
the family. Join the fam. We'll do some.
Welcome, Stephen OT.
So the podcast, there's live streams, Sunday live streams, Thursday nights, and we are we talk Arsenal, right, Tony?
Most of the time.
Most of the time we talk Arsenal. We send out some good vibes. We offer up some Arsenal therapy.
Lots of banter.
A little bit of
lots of banter.
Good banter, and we've thrown a quiz in now for your entertainment, for your enjoyment. So.
Ray still tries to find a way to fuck me over on quizzes.
I have to get creative. I have to get creative, really. Tony, I thought a good way to finish out would be just to go through the results of the weekend. Any talking points? West Ham versus Chelsea. Let's go through the games real quick.
Wow.
Mahir,
Yeah,
the West Ham versus Chelsea. You picked this. You picked the upset.
Yes, I did. You know what? I've become very lucky in the past few weeks. I think I picked out 2 out of 3 results for the shock upsets, and I'm like, it's quite nice to predict something right though. Like especially especially against one of our rivals. Like I would have wished United had lost as well. That would have made it a little bit more sweet. Although right now we can't laugh at any other clubs aside from ourselves, you know.
Um, with Chelsea showing up, there maybe not. There maybe will be. They'll be in the top three, Tony, but maybe showing
Yep.
up they're not going to be for the long haul in terms of the title race. I'm not counting Chelsea out, but this was
Mm-mm.
a huge defeat for them.
it was
Yeah,
a
it's one of the
huge.
most exciting seasons, right, Tony?
Yeah. Ready?
It went from
Thought
first to third in a hurry.
Ready thought Stan would play tonight, but Stan, he wasn't joking. He said he doesn't like losing, and he didn't like that Kahoot game, so he deleted it. So plenty of room for 7 other people to get in
Raising
there.
Yeah,
cahoots with Kahoot. That's all I
I
know.
think I'm.
Kahoot, Kahoot.
So yeah, That's West Ham. Mahir, we're going to be joining West Ham. Probably on Tuesday. We're going to play them Tuesday or Wednesday. We have to take care of Southampton. We have to take care of Everton. Let's throw up
Yep.
the next games, Mahir, as we're talking about. Um, as we are talking about what happened in the league.
The-
The next result was Newcastle getting that win, Mahir, uh, beating Burnley.
Oh wow! But I mean, Newcastle deserve. I'm not. How would I say? They
And
need their game. Their must wins is like real must wins games because they like right at the bottom.
yeah, they're right at the bottom. Oh, Wolves versus Liverpool, Tony. I thought Liverpool were going to be going home with a draw, but they pulled out a win right at the last minute. Salah's great touch off of Van Dijk, long ball, and he passed it to Divock Origi, and
Yeah.
take home 3 points.
Yeah, I thought Wolves were going to give a draw there, but it didn't happen.
Mahir, anything on Wolves versus Liverpool? Wolves are
I mean, amazing.
they haven't conceded a
Yeah, I
goal.
mean,
Other than that late goal, they didn't concede for some 2 or 3 games.
a lot of the matches have become very beautiful matches to watch. Like, I mean, I think I watched the 2-2, and that was like, wow. And like, yeah, like you're saying, Wolves weren't just sitting back; they were attacking Liverpool. They were attacking, and it just so happens that Divock Origi decides to come up with another clutch goal. I mean, very underrated.
Mm.
No, he's not a superstar as per se, but to pull very important goals, he's pulled back a lot of very important goals for Liverpool in the past few seasons.
And won them the Champions League as well a couple of seasons back.
Amazing, freaking
Steven,
amazing.
Steven said, "What really doesn't know about Arsenal, it ain't worth knowing." Tony, can Newcastle survive, Tony?
I think
Nah,
they can. They'll probably invest heavily in January.
I mean, what they have to do is get above the third worst team. They have to be fourth worst, and it's definitely possible. We don't know what that point is going to be because they're all tied now in about 10 points. Very low for a third of the season, actually.
They're not about tied, right? They're tied.
Mm-hmm. Goal difference.
literally.
Where's your goal difference, Tony? Tony, Southampton versus Brighton. I picked that one for the upset win. We thought, and Matt also picked it, but that guy Neil Mopay turns up with a late goal again.
Yeah. I figured that one would be a close game. Ended up being that way, 1-1.
Southampton, Brighton. I hear any comments?
Hey, Neil Mopey, troublemaker. Hey, come here.
Yeah. Watford versus City. Very easy win for City in the end. I hear.
Yeah, I mean, with the quality of Man City, like, do you expect anything less?
No, and
Nothing less.
I see them now. Now that they hit the top of the league, this weekend they hit top of the league, and I think they're going to. Nobody's going to
Stay
catch
there.
them now. They're going to stay there. Liverpool will hang on for a little bit, but I don't see.
Now, between Liverpool and City, but you can't exclude Chelsea also, even though we hate them because they're London rivals. But I mean, the title race is going to be very exciting. That's what's nice about the season. That big teams are dropping against smaller teams, and that's fantastic. For some reason, I was unsubbed, so I'm gonna go back to the start of the podcast.
Or maybe
Tony
not.
Mo.
Maybe not notified about the podcast. So yeah. So listen, if you've been unsubbed, hit the sub button again. For some reason,
Mhm.
I'm going to go back to the start of the podcast. Good
Yeah.
discussion, Tony. Basically, we're previewing the game tomorrow, and now we're just rounding things up about um, the games this weekend. We've seen how really gave you guys a false sense of security. Let you get a few points above him, then boom, came back, started chuckling his knowledge about it, and slapped everyone back into place. Tony, just playing
Oh, I
around
get,
with Tony and me here. What worries me about Everton?
Tony's a quarter horse. I get out there fast, then I fade away.
What worries me about the Everton is they haven't won for a while. And here comes Arsenal to break another unwanted record. Hopefully not this time.
Oh my
They assembled
days.
this. Got to change. It's got to change.
Gotta
Newcastle are
change.
staying up. I've said it here, so I'll either get it right or get hammered from everyone. If you keep telling us about it, we'll remember, Stephen. We'll hold it against you. Assembled, exactly, mate. We're so good in giving Christmas gifts away. I hope not.
No
Hey,
Christmas gifts.
the other games today, Tony. Leeds getting a 2-2 draw with Brentford. Man United getting that goal against Crystal Palace. Tottenham beating Norwich pretty easily, and Steven Gerrard beating Leicester today.
Yeah,
Oh
I don't think
wow! Did Aston Villa beat
Aston Villa did
Leeds?
beat them. Yep.
1-0.
I don't think any of these were too surprising. I thought Leeds would probably be a draw. I thought Crystal Palace had a real chance, which they did. United scores in the 77th minute, or I would have got some of my points this week. Norwich is going down. Figured Spurs would win.
Yeah. So it looks like Lewis Hamilton won the race, and Verstappen came second. So probably Lewis is leading by a point, I think. Now I think there was 7 points in it. Any other comments, man, here before we get out of here?
No, I
Man
just want to thank
United won. Tottenham won today.
you.
Aston Villa won against Leicester, not the team that they were last season. I think
Thank you, Chelsea.
winning the FA Cup has probably gotten to them a little bit. They've celebrated last season, and the hard work and graft that you need to put in to be a good team is not with Leicester right now. But we've dropped 2 places, my here, because Tottenham have won, Man United have won, and it's up to us tomorrow to go out there and get those 3 points and jump back up into 5th place.
Jump back up into 5th place with West Ham still in 4th. Yeah, I think the last words would just be to say I really appreciate you guys, everybody in the chats, joining us live, joining us for reruns, especially joining us for the Kahoot quizzes as well. I mean, that's flippin' enjoyable. We are one of the only channel that's currently doing that, and that's it's a welcome addition. And then
Watch out for the copycats. They will do it. They will.
hey, no. You pay us. You want to copyright. But I just want to say, I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys. And I mean, we had a fantastic pod today, as per usual, with all the banter and all the conversation points. And hopefully tomorrow we go there and slap up Everton.
Exactly. They're a team that are ripe for the taking, and this is what we built our season on, Tony. You call it luck, but I call it efficiency. We've been able to beat the teams in the bottom half of the table, and we got to continue to do that.
Yeah, with a little help of VAR, Crystal Palace game, we shouldn't have got any points from. We've been lucky, Ray.
You call it luck, I call it efficiency. Maybe we've
Efficient.
been efficiently lucky. I'm worried
Oh,
about all the away games.
efficiency.
It's really sad.
Efficient.
I'm worried about all the away games, Everton, Leeds, and Norwich. As long as we take the game to them, said Melvin. Thanks for coming in, Melvin. Then we should be okay. I want to see you start like Liverpool did against them. Final words, Tony?
To answer your question there on the F1, they're tied at both 369.5.
Same points. Winner
Same
takes
points.
it all next round.
Yep.
Winner takes it all. And that's exciting as well to go for Formula One to go to the last round of the season. Mahir, it's getting late there. Thanks for being here all the way through and not being the roadrunner and jumping off.
Meep.
Yeah, me.
We understand when you have to jump off, it's like you got to do something with your family or whatever.
Nah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I needed to be around for my guys.
Good stuff. Ray, no matter what you call it, it's simply not good enough, the assembled said. And this is it. As Arsenal fans, we all have different levels of expectancy from this team.
Mm-hmm.
Top 4, Ray. No European football. We've heard it for years that we could compete for the title. Now people are trying to say top 6 is good enough. No, it's not.
All right.
We'll leave top 4.
We will leave it there. We will leave it there. Hopefully, we can get 3 points. No, hopefully. Let's go get 3 points. It shouldn't even
Let's go get 3
hope.
points.
Shouldn't be a hope. I mean, if we're going to do anything this season, here, it's got to be 3 points or nothing, okay?
We go out there and take it because that's what we do. We're takers.
That's it. Get back on the winning tracks tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are out of here. We will see you Thursday night. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Good night,
Tony.